Today, we're going to talk about aluminum and carbon fiber electric guitars. Are they any good? Is aluminum the new tone wood? I guess that's the question. So the Koloss aluminum and carbon fiber guitar. This is a made in China guitar that's pretty interesting actually. Go over some of the cool features about it. It's got this carbon impregnated carbon fiber-ish neck. We'll get into that in a minute, but it's very, very interesting. It's a two-piece sandwiched together aluminum body, and it's been painted or powder coated, or I'm not 100% sure what the finish on it is. This particular one is like a pearl white, which is really, really kind of cool. And then we also have a battery box here because one of these switches on the front is actually like a boost switch. We've got the pickup switch here, and we've got these pickups. They're humbuckers. We'll get to a sound test in just a minute. Locking tuners on the back, and then like a graphite-ish sort of nut. You know, again, going from a guitar that came from China, and I'm not sure of its actual origins. I don't 100% know everything about all the parts, I'm just gonna say that. To be fair also, I actually, they sent me this guitar for free to review, as well as a kit guitar that I'll show you in a minute, because I've got two of these things. The bridge is actually very, very interesting. It is called their Aviator bridge. I really dig the whole idea of being able to put strings in the top. You don't have to put it through the back. Put it in the top and then just string it down, put it through the tuner, and it's good. So let's talk about the kind of benefits. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do a sound test first. There's a lot of benefits to having a guitar, no matter what it sounds like, no matter what this particular one sounds like. I kind of want to talk about proof of concept here. There's a lot of benefits to having a guitar with no wood in it. It's 43 degrees outside right now, and we're doing this demo and we're playing, and it doesn't have any effect on the tone at all whatsoever. This particular guitar is designed with a truss rod in it, Now, like my McPherson carbon fiber acoustic doesn't have a truss rod because of the design of the neck doesn't require it. It's super duper duper stiff. This one is some sort of injection molded plastic impregnated with carbon fiber. It's not a carbon fiber neck. To be truthfully totally honest with you, after doing some research and some testing, it's just plastic. But we do have another one of these. So let's do some tests. This one is the Koloss do-it-yourself kit. So you can actually go to kolossguitars.com and you can get one of these sent to you in pieces and assemble it yourself. And that's what this one is. The white guitar is actually a pre-built guitar that you can buy from Koloss Guitars, a completed guitar. But this has basically all the same features. You can see it just has regular passive pickups in it with a coil split switch and kind of like a 2-post Fender style tremolo, but the neck is the same, the body construction is the same. It still has a battery box in it, even though you don't need a battery box with this guitar, but because you might want to put one in there, I guess they do that because it's a kit guitar, right? Before we assembled this guitar, I clamped it to the countertop in the motorhome, and we gave it a little flex test. Watch what happens.
Okay, go ahead.
Now that's in slow-mo, but that's a lot of flex in the peg head itself. And I think the reason this is because this is not actually carbon fiber. I believe, from what Koloss people have told me and the research that I've done, that this is a carbon fiber impregnated plastic. This is an injection molded. They've mixed some other stuff in it. He says that they have spent some time to get this mix right. As you can see at the end of the neck right there, because this neck came to me damaged, it is a carbon fiber hollow piece of neck, which means that there is flex in this peg head, which I believe is the root of our tuning stability issues. So, one of the things I wanted to know was how flexible is this guitar? Why not take it to some train tracks and see how flexible it is? Here goes nothing. I guess that's pretty flexible. I didn't expect that. So here's the thing. A carbon fiber neck, if it was real carbon fiber and not some sort of injection molded plastic, would not have a bend in it after I stepped on it. It probably wouldn't have bent at all if it was proper. I'm not going to bring my McPherson carbon fiber out here and step on it, but I do believe that this is not real carbon fiber. It has a bend in it afterwards. I probably bent the truss rod, which means that the neck is actually not all that stiff. I don't think it's real carbon fiber. I wonder how strong the body is. Well, the body doesn't seem to be crushing. I think the body's pretty strong. So if you ever need to run one over, I mean, you could actually probably put this body on another guitar and it would probably just be fine. It didn't crush, it didn't bend, it didn't warp. Everything seems to be fine. So That totally worthless test was kind of fun. This neck is a bit junk though. Yeah, not at all impressed with the neck. So I guess the question is, should you buy one? Let's give it a Dylan score. All right, so this whole D score thing is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I think it's going to be kind of fun to keep track of the reviews that we do. I want to do more of them, and so hopefully this is going to actually work into like a chart that you'll be able to see at Dylan Talks Tone as we do more and more stuff, and then you'll be able to go and see it there. There'll be links to all those videos. Like it's going to be a thing, so I'm kind of stoked about it. So let's just go through for the very first time, the D scale for the Koloss GT-6. And as I do this, I'll explain kind of how this works. It's going to be a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. And then we're going to have a few different components, and then there's going to be an average score at the end that then you will be able to kind of stack that up to many of the other things that we review. The idea with doing this is going to be not so much whether I like it or not, but one of the things I really want to focus on with various reviews, and I don't think there are very many channels that do this, are the intended audience of the person. See, I want to talk about this during a live video. One of the reasons why we buy the wrong gear is because maybe sometimes we're buying a piece of gear that actually isn't intended for us as a player. It's for somebody else. And so we want to kind of dive into that a little bit. So let's get into this one. And I haven't memorized these yet, so I'm still using a chart. Koloss GT-6, details and features. We're going to give this a 4 out of 5 for details and features. It's so cool. The carbon fiber-ish neck, the aluminum body, the way, the concept of how it's constructed, the availability of active pickups, the very, very sophisticated bridge. This thing is a very well-featured guitar. Are they 100% executed perfectly? No, but it is a very well-featured guitar. Not perfectly, but it is very well-featured. I dig it very much. Distinctive quality, like is the quality of this thing amazing? We're giving it a 1 out of 5. Obviously, you saw the neck, the amount of flex, the tuning stability the instability that comes into it. You're going to be tuning this guitar a lot. If you could put up with that, it's very cool. But there were some very low quality features about the guitar when I got it. I had to get rid of some powder coating flashing. I had to make it playable even when it was brand new. The kit itself wasn't good at all. The neck was missing. The neck came damaged. Dan from Guns and Guitars had some screws missing. The kit definitely won on the quality. Ease of use, 3 out of 5. Most guitars are going to be 3 out of 5 because guitars are just guitars. That's kind of average. Desirability and value, I'm going to give this a 2. I didn't give it a 1 because there is such a cool factor about it. However, I just feel like it could be so much better executed, and if it was well executed, this would be a very cool guitar to own, desirable guitar to own, but because of the problems with it, I just don't see it being more than a 2. And we're calling this the dig it factor. This is like coolness. This is like, if you play it, somebody's gonna be, hey, what the heck is that? I gotta give this a 4 out of 5. I mean, I know that there's problems with it, but if you're playing this thing, somebody is gonna come up and ask you about it. It is so cool. The proof of concept of an aluminum guitar with a carbon fiber neck is so cool. The idea of this, and if somebody would be able to execute this correctly so that the tuning stability is perfect, so that the durability is perfect, so that the quality is perfect, this guitar would be amazing and everybody would want one. That's going to give us a D scale total and average of 14 out of a possible 25. Where does that fall? I don't know. Let's do more of them. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Put in the comments what you think of this guitar, what you think of this video. Would you buy one? Go click on the links and check it out. I mean, they sent me these things for free. I don't like bagging on people's stuff. So make sure you go at least check out the links. check out the website. It's cool stuff. Is this something that you think you could do? Maybe buy the parts from the do-it-yourself kit and put it into something cool, maybe put a wood neck on it. I don't know. There's kind of some cool possibilities here if you use it as that sort of a template. Let me know in the comments. Go to the live video on Thursday, hang out with us there, and check out all the things and the links and the join and the Patreon and all that stuff. Do all that stuff down there. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.